You ever feel like you're trying to drink from a fire hose? Well, that's what working with modern data is like. I'm talking a constant, nonstop torrent of information. User clicks on your app, financial transactions, sensor readings from a factory. It's just blasting past you every single second. So how on earth are you supposed to analyze any of that, find patterns, or react to it in real time? Honestly, that's one of the biggest headaches in the data world today.
Okay, but what if we could just flip the script on this whole thing? Instead of waiting for all that data to land somewhere, get collected, stored, and then queried, what if you could ask questions while it's still flying by? I mean, analyze it while it's in motion. Now that is a totally different way of thinking about data analytics, right?
For a long time, this idea has been the holy grail. Being able to react to stuff as it's happening, that's a massive competitive advantage. Think about it. Real-time fraud detection or instant personalization for a customer. But traditionally, getting there, oh man, it meant you needed specialized engineering teams, really complex and time-consuming tools. It was powerful, for sure, but it just wasn't accessible to most people.
And this really lays out the difference perfectly. On one side, you've got the old way. We're talking complex code, wrestling with these specialized frameworks, setups that could take weeks, and you needed a whole dedicated team for it. But on the other side, the new way. It boils all of that complexity, all of that pain, down to one simple SQL query. No, really.
So you're probably asking, how is this even possible? Well, the magic behind it all is something called a stream processor. The best way to think about it is like a special kind of engine. See, instead of running queries on data that's just sitting still in a database, this engine is built to run those queries directly on the data as it's flowing by.
And here's the best part. The real breakthrough isn't some crazy, complicated new language you have to go learn. Nope, it's the power to use the language that millions of us, analysts, developers, you name it, already know and love, SQL. And you can apply it directly to live streaming data. We're talking no new syntax to learn, just a brand new, incredibly powerful way to use the skills you already have.
Now this is the most revolutionary part. We are not talking about weeks of setup anymore, not even days. We are talking about going from zero to a fully functional live data pipeline in less than 5 minutes. I'm serious. This isn't just a small step forward, it's a giant leap. It totally changes the game for real-time projects. All those ideas that used to be too expensive or too slow to even try, now you can test them out in an afternoon.
I know, it might sound a little too good to be true, but the process really is this simple. Okay, step 1, you just start up your standard tools, things like Docker and Kafka. Step 2, you write the SQL query you want to run in a simple config file. Step 3, you point it to your data stream. And finally, step 4, you execute one single command, and the whole thing kicks into gear. That is literally it.
And here it is. This is that magic command. Now, don't worry about memorizing the text here. The important thing is what it represents. This single line of code is basically the big green Go button. It tells Docker to fire up the stream processor. It points it to your config file with your SQL in it, and boom, it instantly activates the entire live pipeline.
But look, running one simple query, that's just the beginning. That's just dipping your toe in the water. You should think of that 5-minute setup as like the first Lego brick. From here, you can start building these really sophisticated, real-time data architectures, the kind of stuff that used to be way out of reach for most companies.
So what can you build? Well, for example, you can enrich live data on the fly by joining it with customer info you have in a database like Postgres. Or you could stream your results directly into a super fast data warehouse like ClickHouse, perfect for real-time dashboards. You can even build real-time data lakes on something like S3 or Duck Lake for cheap, massive storage, or feed modern data platforms like Apache Iceberg. We're talking serious, enterprise-grade stuff here, now accessible in just minutes.
And this really brings us to the most crucial point of all. This isn't just about a new tool, you see. It's a whole new way of doing things. It completely demolishes the wall that's kept real-time analytics in the hands of a few highly specialized people. It democratizes this incredible power. It gives it to any developer, any analyst, any data scientist, basically anyone who knows SQL.
So that just leaves us with one final and really exciting question. When the barrier to entry for real-time data processing pretty much drops to zero, when the only thing standing in your way is writing a simple SQL query, what are you going to build? What new ideas, new products, new insights will you create? The possibilities are, well, they're wide open now.